Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. And guess what I'm smoking today? My favorite pipe. You saw this last week, in fact. It's a beauteous straight pipe. A billiard. Well, maybe not. It's still. But this one I bought for no other reason that it is a sailor pipe. I don't know if you can see it. Sailor. No other markings on it. On a stem, nothing. I got it. And the thing is, in breaking it in, I really liked it. So it made me kind of curious. I should have thought about this and done it earlier, but I did it after last week's video. I tried to look it up. Looked up sailor. And guess what? This is a Stanwell pipe. Sailor is actually a Stanwell second. And if you've ever had seconds, because I have a few basket pipes and seconds, a lot of times you just cannot figure out what the problem is. A pipe cleaner goes straight through it, so there's not an issue there. It smokes great. I love the whole shape. And of course, being a Stanwell does let me know that the quality is there. So I was pleasantly surprised. So a Stanwell second. I like it. So last week, the captain was working towards getting this. I might have to keep it or share it with the captain. Because he's kind of, you know what I mean, needs a little help. Yeah. So if you've been following me, you also know, of course, also remember, if you're following me, you need some therapy. But welcome anyway. I am in the middle of this month or year, starting with July, to smoke every pipe. July was poker pipes. Last month was church wardens, semi-church wardens, where I'm going to smoke all of my church wardens and at least one every day. So I did that. Did all my pokers. Now this month, September, and this will actually go through October probably, because I'm having a 2-week kind of golf trip, so it'll be kind of, I'm not going to worry about it then. But it's all straight pipes. And this is something because they're from all kinds of manufacturers and stuff. I've never actually done an inventory of how many I have. So, who knows how long it will take? Well, I know the cutoff will be, so I have a goal. Smoking a straight pipe every day at least one, and smoke all of them. And that might be tough. But I'm up for the challenge. So today we got a bunch of little stuff. We got 2 VRs I'm going to do them real quick. We have a preview of the upcoming International Smoke Ring Day. We're going to show you some of the people from the very first one. I think you'll enjoy it. And also, people have mentioned, do we have a how-to on blowing smoke rings? Well, just so that you know, Simon, London Calling Simon, did one. I got permission to show that. So we're going to see that today too. So, hope you hang out. Yeah, got a good one though. But we're interrupting this program because the captain says he's going to try to do a special blowing 2 smoke rings at a time through his nose. Let's watch him attempt to do this. Good luck, Captain. Foist. A little VR for Brandywine Piper. Brandywine Piper. He is a fellow Southeast Pennsylvania Piper. Brendan. New channel? Check him out. Do check him out. Pennsylvania guy. His questions actually is very simple. What was the first blend you ever had? And do you still smoke it? So I can remember it all, which is going way back. When I first started smoking pipes, I was in the Navy, and the base exchange, had pipes and tobacco, mainly the pouch, OTC, over the counter. I'm also big on silly stuff. So the first tobacco I ever smoked, Borkum Riff. Why? Because I was a sailor and it sounded great. didn't know anything else about tobacco, so that's what I got. Throughout the 4 years that I was in the Navy, that's what I smoked. Now I would get a pouch and then maybe something else, but Borkum Riff is what I smoked for quite a while. When I got out of the Navy, I moved to kind of downtown Denver. There was some smoke shops. And then definitely when I got to Fort Collins, Edwards Tobacco Shop was right close to where I lived. So I started getting into other blends and stuff of that nature. So I had not smoked Borkum Riff, over 50 years. And just for giggles and grins, actually now it's been about 4 years, just for giggles, I bought a pouch of Borkum Riff to try it. That was my tobacco for a long time. Obviously, things have changed. Philosopher is my main tobacco, and I've been smoking that for 30 years. At that time, about 25 years. So I got some Borkum Riff. Thought I'd give it a try. I hated it. I just could not believe how much I did not like Borkum Riff. So no, I do not smoke Borkum Riff anymore. So, thank you, Bryn, for that question. Brandywine Piper. Give them a try. Next, Jerexify. Jerexify. I think that's pronouncing it right. He doesn't tell you how to pronounce it in any of his videos. It's his fault. Leon. And sub giveaway also. So check him out. He is asking the question. And just a little aside, I love these kind of questions. I love to get the answers. A short little, it tells you a little bit about each of the pipers. A little something that usually they don't cover, in their videos. So I like it. But his question is, what is your most sentimental pipe? Sorry. Now, as you know, been smoking for 55 years. I have a lot of pipes that could be considered. I have my first pipe. My favorite meerschaum, where my sister bought it in Turkey, directly from the carver. I have a Berthier Dunhill. My first Stanwell when I started my collection. There's a bunch of that nature. I also, have a grandfather who smoked a pipe, but I don't have any of his pipes. My mother's father, I have 2 of his pipes, but I don't remember him too well. And I never saw him with these pipes. And So, but the question is sentimental. And if I do have to have one, and I think I do have one, and you've seen this guy before, because if it's sentimental, it's got to be something besides my pipes. Well, it's mine now, but this guy right here, it's a big, thick, chunky pipe. This was my father's favorite pipe. I don't know when he got this, but I've been familiar with it for at least 50 or maybe 40, 45, 50 years that I had him smoking it. Because this was his favorite. This was the pipe that I realized that, because my dad was definitely an old codger, he never reamed that guy out. So I actually bought him a senior reamer, and reamed it on one of my vacations. And it took a while. And then the next year when I would go on a vacation, the cake was again mud because my dad never checked out. So basically this became a ritual of when I went on vacation, I cleaned my dad's pipes. But this was my dad's pipe, my dad's definite favorite pipe. I mean, I saw him smoking this one a lot. So this would probably be my most sentimental pipe. I'm so proud to have it. And yes, it is a great smoker. I have no idea of how many bowls my dad smoked in this. And I still smoke it because this would be one that you just makes me feel good to smoke it. So that is my answer. So check them out. Jurexify Leon Piper. So, again, International Smoke Ring Day, September 15th. Everybody throughout the world, blow some smoke rings. And if you want to video them, get them to me, and we'll do a little thing for them. You gotta let me know, because my golf vacation is right after. So you have to let me know as a comment on this video or an email. You know, do the thing where I can see what video that is, and I'll find it. But you gotta kind of let me know. And then, of course, if I hadn't subscribed to you yet, you need to let me know so I can subscribe to you. I also, I'm also soliciting if anybody wants to do a little video on how to blow smoke rings. I'll put them in here too. A lot of people just say they're terrible at it. Fine. So we'll have a couple of things of showing how to. So to start it off, we have Simon. London calling Simon. How to blow smoke rings. Sit down and relax and watch it. Take notes.
The largest ingredient that you need for blowing rings is practice. I've been blowing rings for all of my adult life, despite the fact that I haven't really smoked in the interim between the age of 22 and the mid-40s. But on the odd occasion that I'd had a cigar or whatever, but I learned to blow rings in my teens when I smoked cigarettes. And it's become just instinctual. I don't even think about it. When I take a draw, I blow a ring. It's not a showing off thing. It's just something that I do. It's become habitual. It's like when I smoke a cigar, I automatically do a retrohale. I automatically purge the cigar all the way through. When I smoke a cigar, it's become habitual. So really and truly, all it is you got to make an O shape with your mouth, like that. And what I do is my jaw has a little bit of a click, so like that. So all I do is I just do a slight motion. Basically, what you're trying to do is give momentum to the smoke. When you shape your mouth, your lips into an O shape, when you push the smoke out, it's being pushed through that O shape. And essentially that creates the ring shape, but you need to give it momentum. Now, you obviously don't blow it out because that would just blow the smoke away. So you kind of giving it a bit of momentum without blowing, without actually giving it any force. So it's the action of your jaw that's giving it momentum. And you just need to practice. I need to turn off my fans because that will have an effect on it. But it's practice, really and truly. It's come to the point that I don't even really need to do the jaw thing, because you sort of learn to move your mouth just enough to project a little bit of smoke. But it's really practice. You just basically need the O shape and a way of projecting without blowing. Sorry, not projecting, propelling is what the word I was looking for. You need a way to propel the smoke without blowing. So really what you want to do is take in smoke into your mouth, and you almost like, sometimes when you smoke a cigarette, you take the smoke in and you kind of let it linger for a moment before you either inhale it or blow it out. So you go, and then you inhale it. So while it's lingering, then don't inhale it, obviously. O shape and then propel, and that should give you some nice rings. But as I say, it takes practice.
So now, from the first year of International Smoke Ring Day, a small little video. Check it out. This is kind of what we do.
In such a serious world, do we really have time to play childish games like smoke rings around the world? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Well, I got 3 or 4.
Guys, I really did one.
Alright, let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
I already went away.
I did a few there.
I did it! This is fun!
Look at that big ass smoke ring. Good job.
I'm the best.
And it was colorful. I don't know how she did.
See, we are going to go to heaven now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do hope you like this. Hope you're preparing for International Smoke Ring Day. We will also be getting a story of how International Pipe Smoke Ring Day started. That'll be next week. And of course, remember, if you don't like something like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. Take care out there.
Thank you.